What's going on, folks? Welcome to tonight's episode of the Run and Gun Podcast. I'm Jay Peeps. Ace will be with me shortly, and we just became live on Instagram as well. So if you're watching from Instagram, please be sure to join us. While Ace gets his thing situated, I see him waiting in the waiting room, but he's coming. Uh, but with that being said, also too, we're going to talk about all of it tonight. We're definitely going to talk about FAMU's new basketball coach who just got hired and just got announced literally 26 minutes ago. We're also going to discuss the transfer portal. That's one reason why we're waiting on Ace to get here. We're going to discuss the transfer portal. Also going to discuss spring game, what we saw, what we took away from it, and everything such as that. As you know, well, not as you know, but I have a hat on tonight for a multitude of reasons. Going through a transition with hair right now, so it's not presentable at the moment, as you can see, but it'll look presentable here in a few days or by Friday. So, but that being said, of course, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel and everything. Also, be sure to leave a comment tonight if you are watching. We're also going to talk about the SWAC softball standings tonight and things such as that. No hot topics tonight, unfortunately. So we're just going to take care of what we got to take care of and get out tonight because I know Ace has things to do regarding his finals. And it's actually funny, his finals pertain to the transfer portal and what we're going to talk about this evening regarding the transfer portal. And there he is. Hold on one sec. Wait. There he is. There he is. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. So, yep. With that being said, I know he's just now getting here, but Ace, you got anything to say before we get started?
you know,
Live by the portal, die by the portal.
Didn't know what had happened, but oh well.
Live by the portal, die by it, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
one thing,
we learned something new, though. Kid.
Wait, you're going in and out.
What I got confused by is when FAMU, that means they get. Oh crap! Internet's crap still.
All right, well, we're gonna run the intro while he gets.
Hear me or not?
I can hear you. We're gonna run the intro. We'll be back while he fixes that. Don't go anywhere. It's gonna be a fun time. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is JP.
This is the Bug.
This is JC.
This is Flash.
This is Jimi Hendrix.
And you're listening to.
And you are listening to.
And you're listening to.
And you're listening to the Run and Gun Podcast.
This internet is so crappy.
It looks like you're coming through better quality on my end from what I see now. So,
all right.
With that being said, I mean, I was going to start with the NCAA part of this, or just college part of this, college football part of this, but I guess we can go ahead and dive right into the HBCU part of the show tonight. So, because this just happened. So, men's assistant athletic director and game operations and head men's basketball coach Patrick McCreary at St. Thomas University, home of the Bobcats, just got named head coach at FAMU. 27 minutes ago. He's from Washington, D.C. His education is basically a bachelor's in science and kinesiology and exercise, a lot from La Sierra in 2007. In his coaching experience, and he has a lot of coaching accolades as well. Washington Adventist University, he was the head coach there for 10 years, from 2010 to 2020. St. Thomas University coach from 2020 to 2023. or essentially the 2023. Yeah, we'll say 2023. And then Tomoka Academy head boys basketball coach, 2009 to 2010. La Sierra University assistant coach and recruiting coordinator, 2005 to 2008. His coaching accolades entail a 2004 USCAA Men's Division I national champion, 2014 ICAA Coach of the Year, 2020 AII Conference Coach of the Year, 2024 Sun Conference Coach of the Year, a six NAIA tournament appearances, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2020, 2023, and 2024. Went
How
back.
old is this dude?
He is
That is a long resume. A big resume, I should say. Or
also 6 20-plus win seasons. 2014, 2017, 2019, 2020, 2023, 2024. By the numbers at St. Thomas University, 12 all Sun Conference members off of his teams. 5 pro contracts were signed off of his teams. 3 NAIA All-American honorable mentions off of his team as well. And this was at the time he was entering his third year as head coach. How old is he? Let's see. It doesn't. Well, I guess
I assume he's like middle age, older side to have that big of a resume.
gotta be. I mean, he looks fairly young, to be honest with you. But also, too,
40s, 40s, 50s, but also don't brag. So yeah.
let's see. He is, if we can find it. It doesn't even say his number, or not his number. It doesn't even say his age.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I just assume he's very well experienced, and he's going to be a valuable addition to the coaching staff with that said experience, especially with the first-time head coach coming in.
Overall, here's his record. He is 163 and 129, or that's what he was at Washington Adventist University year by year. At St. Thomas University from 2021 to 2024, he was 61 and 27. He had a win percentage of 714 or 0.714. He's way above 500, of course. At the same time, too, the last 2 years at St. Thomas University, if you notice a trend, his first year at St. Thomas University went 13 and 10, 10 and 6 in the Sun Conference. And then after that, transition to year 2, huge jump in improvement, 26 and 8, 11 and 5 in the conference. And then even this past year, 22 and 9, 10 and 4 in the Sun Conference. They were conference champions Lakeland bracket champions, Sun Conference tournament runner-up, Sun Conference regular season champions this past season, and then Sun Conference tournament runners-up. So they were the conference champions in the regular season, but they were tournament runners-up both seasons. I like what FAMU did, man. I like what FAMU did.
Mm-hmm. You seem like he'll be a good addition.
Very good. Very. All things considered, I like what they did with this. I like this a lot. This was something I was kind of worried about. I was like, hopefully you're listening to people that want to win, and they got this right.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did look like. If we can develop guys properly, get him some opportunities, should be good for him and for the school.
Big facts. And the thing is like I've been saying, man, you haven't made the tournament since 2007, when this man got his degree, basically, from La Sierra. So it's time. You have the coach you need now. He's got a resume as a proven winner. At this point, I look at that and I say, now, if guys want to go, let them go. especially this day.
You know, it's funny though. They went and hired a new head coach for like a first timer for football, and they're going experience on basketball. That's good.
And it's because you had a situation where when you look at football,
There's more support around it.
yeah, and also too, football had a winning culture already that didn't really need to be changed because Lord
Mhm.
knows what could have happened if you'd have brought somebody else in. You could have really screwed up the chemistry and you could have screwed up the culture in the locker room that of what was there. And trust me, we'll get to that when that was left. And with basketball, it's like you need to interject some new blood because that was
Mhm.
the winner which you had. I'm gonna call it what it is. I know I shouldn't be talking about people's children and stuff like that, but you didn't have a winner. Your product stinks. It is what it is. You need something that's gonna put butts in seats. You're probably not gonna
It's
be
not even just butts in the seats. It's make a winner first, and then the butts in the seats will come automatically.
that part.
Because you kind of saw it with USF this year. They had nobody last 2 years ago or whatever. Started winning, and the butts got in the seat ASAP with AAR.
They sold out the Sundome, where it's not
Mm-hmm.
Sundome anymore. So it's like, my
Yeah.
thing is always like this. It's like the Wolf of Wall Street. Sell me this pen. In
Yep.
this case right here, you know what? Sell me the winning product that you plan to bring. Convince me to take a weekend trip to go to Tallahassee and go watch a basketball game. That's me just speaking. Convince me.
You sure you wouldn't just go for the food also?
Dude, I'm going for the food every time. Dude, I went to Mr. and Mrs. Crab and BJ's Brew House, and I tried to. If I had mentally prepared and planned to go to Olean's, I would have went to Olean's too. But it just. Oh, and I also went to Guthrie's. Trust me. Oh, the food will be found. I just convince me to go to the basketball game is all I ask. But yeah.
That shouldn't take much convincing for you.
Oh no, it shouldn't. Like I said, you gotta put a winning product out there, man, and then I will definitely be there. But in other news, FAMU spring game was this past
Mm-hmm.
weekend. Of everybody who was anybody that was out there, they were out there, had a good time. I need to go grab that shirt and show it to you what I bought.
I know.
No, 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 not that. Although I need to go grab
Oh,
that too. But I bought a shirt, and everybody needs to go run and get this shirt. I'm actually going to get off screen for a second and go grab it. But in a second. But overall, I liked what I saw. The defense is very shorthanded, dude. Defensive lines
mm-hmm.
depleted.
Well,
Linebackers are
second wave of
depleted.
transfer portal's open, so hopefully they go and address it.
And that's funny that you say that. You bring up the transfer portal, and let me talk about this spring game first.
Yeah, let's do the spring ring first.
So overall, I mean, look, Miami's defense held tough against their offense, give or take, given what they have. They're so limited.
Yeah.
Because I looked along that defensive sideline, dude. Like, it's so depleted in positions. Secondary is full strength.
Lack of bodies.
Yeah. Secondary is full strength, though, if you ask me. There's no problem there.
When you really think about it, right? In college football, the hardest parts of the team to address, if you're smaller schools, are the trenches.
Mm-hmm.
And that's generally like, I don't remember who said it, but somebody said that's the difference between a FCS school and like a Power 5 Alabama type school. They're generally the trenches. Like, skill position wise, it's pretty similar. It's just trenches are what's the big difference. Because how many big athletic freaks are there out there in the world?
Not many. Ain't many Savion Williams. Ain't many, guys like that out there that can just, throw weight around. I mean, now FAMU had 2 offensive linemen from what I saw when I showed up that were out that were out in the field, like taking recruiting photos and everything, such as that. And I looked at him. I'm like, these are some very large human beings, and I was very impressed with what I saw from it. If I can find it and find the retweet from it, I definitely will show it. Where is it? Oh man, what was it? What was the guys? I guess I didn't find it. But honestly, dude, I came away very impressed with what they plan to bring in and what they have. And despite the lack of depth along the D line too, it's like you see linemen still trying to get home on like packages and stuff when they went full 11 on 11. I was also very impressed with Ja'Cory Jordan, wide receiver converted from quarterback. The kid's gonna be special, dude. If they put weapons around him and get extra weapons around him, like they plan to with oh my gosh. See, now I have to go back and search names.
Wait, that's not the 6'8" guy, right?
No, that's not. Or that's
That's
not.
like, yeah.
In.
That's like, I'm pretty sure that's not him. Yeah.
Now as far as
Didn't see much on him.
So like guys like if you can get Ace Cobb from Florida Atlantic and Amari Johnson from UCF and company paired up with Ja'Cory Jordan and Jaden Evans, then I think you have a very lethal wide receiver room. Plus, not to mention the guys that are already there as well, like Robert Lockhart, like those types of guys. You have a stacked wide receiver room. You do.
Mm-hmm.
I was also going to say one more thing. Austin Hooker, very impressive as a young kid. Hendon Hooker's brother, dude, that kid's.
You look like he has something there.
He what?
I said you look like you have something there with him.
Oh, you do. Dude, that kid had a very, very impressive day.
I've never seen a playing event y'all didn't have the balls to stream in the middle of. Oh, you talking about the playing game?
Oh, this
because of the Heat and 76ers. Hey, I told you, Jimmy's gonna beat the crap out of Embiid. I said it on Twitter. I said I would not be shocked Jimmy win that up 12 right now at halftime. Well, coming into halftime.
Yeah, this doesn't surprise me. Now that I'm actually watching, I didn't realize this was
Jimmy. Well, Jimmy's 2 for 8 though. That's hilarious. But he's still leading scorer because he's got how many free throws? 6. And how many free throws Embiid has? I wonder. Embiid's got 10 points on 7 free throws.
Y'all would stream during the Super Bowl.
Y'all would stream the Star if it was on a Tuesday. Nah, I wouldn't stream it on a Super Bowl.
Honestly,
we might morning. Like we could do like a watch along or something. That
before the game, fun. I would do it before the game because honestly, I'm someone that I wouldn't feel like talking during the game and stuff like that. Something, but I mean, like he got a point.
I don't think the Champions League started yet. I know the Final Four is coming up for it, but like I don't think it started.
If we're being honest, dude, I didn't even realize that this was a playing game. I really didn't. I thought this was just a regular night. I thought the playoffs started like next month.
I know the Eastern Conference starts Saturday. The actual playoff starts Saturday. The Magic and Cavs start this playoffs with 1:00 game. Let's see. When did the Champions League final start? Yeah, it's not right now. Because I know Dortmund got Bahrain, I don't know how you say it. I know Real Madrid got or right now I'm forgetting the matchups. Oh my god. I was like somewhat paying attention to the Champions League, but we're getting off topic right now, so I'll talk about it later. Back to this spring game.
So, looking at it again, I was impressed. Dan Richardson didn't have the best day, in my opinion. Junior Muratovic definitely stood out as like the top quarterback. But at the same time, too, someone brought up a very good point, and this is where the Super Report comes in. As we all know, Bobby over on Facebook has voiced his opinion multiple times. It's like, yes, have these guys seen the same look every single day in spring practice? Yes. Do you get tired of hitting each other after a certain point in time? Yes. Do you start making reads and memorizing certain routes? Yes, you do. So did that probably work in Junior Murtovic's favor? Probably. The other thing that probably didn't work in Dan Richardson's favor is the fact that he hasn't been there for 3 years like Junior Muratovic. So I would expect Junior Muratovic to look better at this point right now. I wouldn't consider it a lock right now to say that like he is a starter. Hey, but that's why I rock with y'all. Whether my parlay hitting, whether my girl acting crazy, whether my car need 2 key turns to start, y'all gonna be street. Wow. We
Thanks, Strong. It's appreciated very much.
that.
We needed that. Yesterday was weird, wacky, and just weird. And
Oh,
today was
yeah.
awkward.
Oh yeah, don't worry. We're gonna get to that with Ace. Ace had himself a day yesterday.
Yep.
But
All right,
as
back
well,
onto the spring game, bro. I was shocked they didn't do a draft for it though.
so
Like didn't like announce it or anything.
I found out the reason behind that is just as we all saw, they don't have the numbers. They
That's
don't have.
really all the reason.
That's really the reason. Like they
Damn.
don't have the depth along, the defensive line, the linebacker room. Like you can't. I literally watched individual warm-ups of the defense.
That makes sense though.
And it's so depleted. They had 4 linebackers, dude. You can't. From what it looked like, 4 linebackers.
You gotta hit that transfer portal hard, but also you wouldn't get those transfers anyway until next semester, apparently, because we learned that recently. So it wouldn't mattered, I guess. But like recruiting should be helping up. They should be getting more guys in the recruitment cycle when they get on campus for the summer and stuff. So that should help too. So I'm not entirely worried about it. I think what we saw this weekend won't be the same team you see come August.
Oh, not at all, dude. Not at all. You're gonna get more linebackers. If I'm a transfer looking for a home right now in that transfer portal, especially
if I want PT.
I'm going to FAMU. Especially the fact seeing that, like, dang, what's his name? Deco Wilson just left after he could have been preseason all conference. Anthony Dunn just left, considering he could have been preseason all conference, first team. You got Rodney Hill. I don't even know what the heck's going on with him. He just transferred out. Bo Somerset looks like a very promising starting running back right now, in my opinion, though, based off of what I saw. But Rodney Hill could have been in a rotation right then and there with him. That's someone else's opportunity now. If I'm in the portal and I'm looking at FAMU's roster and what's there still, I'm taking full-fledged advantage and I'm hopping right there. I'm going. I mean, give or take, you also have guys here like, Andrew Tisher, Jamel Sanders, who comes in from USF, and DeMaurier Tate, who I didn't see specifically in the spring game. But you got pieces there that are coming in still that I don't think played. And you still have pieces you can still add. So, dude, this is far from the finished product. There's going to be guys that are going to play against Norfolk State that we didn't even know were on this team.
Existed.
Existed, yeah. They might realistically speaking have.
They're probably good, and no disrespect to them, but like general media probably never heard of them, and they're gonna be on and they'll do good.
Oh, of course, dude, and that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna all of a sudden it's gonna be like, damn, like who is this dude that's like probably bigger?
You want to talk about this yet? This is the whole thing because Dion telling kids to come hit them up if they want to come.
Look, and this
that is the funniest part. But then they got the biggest transfer coming out of them. They're losing the biggest guy.
This is where I'm going with it next, and I'm gonna use this as the transition point. So before we get started, SWAC baseball standings as follows: FAMU, Jackson State, Bethune. That's the order in the East. In the West, you got, I believe it's Prairie View, Texas Southern, or no, Prairie View's on top. I know that much. It's coming across the bottom line. Hold on. Give it a second. Yeah, Prairie View.
16-1. Texas
Southern. Okay, I had it right.
Arkansas Pine Bluff.
Wow, Pine Bluff.
Good old. That's still the funniest football prediction ever when I took AR Pine Bluff over Alcorn. I'll always remember that one.
Oh, you can't forget that, dude. You cannot forget that.
But all right, back onto this, right? Oh my God, Dion is so full of it. Switch the background to NCAA.
Wait. I want to talk about Kareem Burke and Zaire Riley also both hit the portal for FAMU. So
everybody loves the portal.
Meme for HBCU sports. Someone hinted at it that the transfer portal is kind of like, or HBCU ball and FCS ball is going to become a farm system or a jumping off point to go on to bigger and better things for portal players, or for portal players kind of reinvigorate themselves. And this is where you have to kind of find a way to counteract that. We need
They
to
ain't got no loyalty, but they gotta do what they gotta do.
honestly, to be real with you, man. Like, I look at this, I'm like, you need to realize. A lot of people need to like realize this. Not everybody's going to get $1 million or over $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually funny when I say this, I'm not trying to knock anybody's hustle or talk down on somebody, but a lot of these dudes that jumped in the portal and left, that lobbied for Coach Colsey, this is an example. True story. The kid is getting $30K from the program where he is. Someone convinces him to leave and move to California for $50K in NIL. He didn't realize that almost 50% taxes. He didn't realize the
Taxes, guys.
pay. He also didn't realize it would cost about $8 to $10K to move out there and get settled. So you're going to spend a hefty amount between moving and getting out to where your destination is. Now, the relocation cost is up front, out-of-pocket expense. Your NIL doesn't start until you take your first day of class. This is where ACE comes into play in a few seconds. I know one case where a player waited 4 months before getting one dime. That's 4 months out-of-pocket expenses you have to pay. Most of the time, it's not worth what you think it will be. And with that, now
There's a lot of underlying issues with the transfer portal that no one is talking about.
And the funny thing is like
I jumped right into that snake pit yesterday evening,
and that's the crazy.
And I opened the can of the worms. Oh my god,
that's the crazy thing about that. You know what? Ace. If that kid, you can mention him by name. I don't care. I'll go find him. It's a USF basketball player, folks, that transferred from USF to Maryland. And I wish I knew his name. You could type it in the private chat so I can figure it out. So the kid transferred from USF to Maryland, up and left in the middle of class, leaving.
He didn't up and leave.
What did he do?
All right, hold on. Let me type it in. So he's still there, but he wasn't at the last two classes, and you didn't hear from him in the group chat or anything. So it was like, you see the person transfer to Maryland, and at that point, I didn't know that you don't join the team or the school until the next semester when you jump in. Because like when you really think of it, right, when somebody declares for the draft, do they actually finish school that semester? I really don't know.
Yeah, my $1 million question is this: when you transfer, and if there's any D1 athlete watching this, or anybody that's been in the portal or knows what the portal's details are, please answer this for me. When you hop in the portal and you go to a new school, do your credits transfer with you? Because I know some universities don't take certain credits from certain classes that you've taken. So are your credits going with you? I don't see. This is for me. I'm considering that if I'm transferring somewhere. Are my credits going to transfer? Does the program I'm going to offer me the same opportunities with my degree as the institution I'm currently at? But then again, you know what? This is my thinking versus everybody else's thinking. Some people are just thinking, you know what? I'm going here to get to the league. I'm going here to make a bag and get out. So I mean, everybody's thinking and processing is different. But I don't know. See, I'm thinking big picture 5 years from now. I want to know, is my degree going to help me get to grad school? And I want to know, am I also going to make money in this case, I guess? But I don't know. I guess it's different times. Different times. This is why I like college football better, or college sports better, when we had scandals. Johnny Manziel, Ponzi schemes in Miami, death penalty at SMU.
Oh my god!
I like that better. Let's do it
more time.
Literally, I want to see you on E60. That's what I want to see. I want to see you on a Netflix special with Malice at the Palace and Johnny Manziel and Swamp Kings. That's what I want.
Though, I feel like when you see guys, right? Like, what's his name? Jaden Brown? No, I forgot his name. He went from UCLA to Devin Brown or something like that, right? The one who went from UCLA to Ohio State. He was at spring practice, and he didn't transfer, I believe, until like January.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, sometimes I feel like some guys just up and leave and then transfer in the middle of the semester. That's why I was like, what? So that's like, sometimes you're like, so do people really get? How does it affect the other people that are associated with them? So you gotta really think. Yeah, this part is also true though.
It's half of
So
them.
most of them don't care.
You know what? I'm not even mad at Drunk. I know he right. All 55.
Bro, Manti Te'o, bro. That was peak.
That stuff like that. That's what I
That's what
miss.
we need.
That's what I
We
miss.
need, bro. We don't need that crap.
I want you to be a Saturday Night Live skit. That's what I want you to be. Not this whole, oh, I made it and I got drafted. I don't even need to go hug my mom. You don't need that.
Bro, it's not even that. It's like, I'm gonna go and try to do what's best for me. Go get this bag at some other school that don't even have what's best for me or whatever. It's like, I'm gonna just up and leave or whatever. It's like, what?
But you know what? But yeah, no, Drunk right though. Some of these kids, I wouldn't be surprised. Some of these kids don't know what credits are. I wouldn't surprise me.
Nope.
I'm not trying to knock anybody, say they're a dumb jock. I'm just saying, like, it just wouldn't surprise me because we're so worried about. Well, I get it. Money is the root of all evil, and quite frankly, screwing up college sports.
It is, but then again, gambling is screwing up professional sports, so that's a whole different topic.
That's also true. But I mean, Ace, look, dude. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna hold you. Look, dude. I mean, look, if Buddy's upset because you voiced your frustration over a project that you were working on,
bro, the funniest part was I wasn't even like mad. I was just like, it's like a genuine concern. Also,
genuine question.
Undertones in it because it's like when somebody asks, like, says that publicly, like, do you think that half of it's like really serious when you put it like that? But it's also like, it's like a, how do I say this properly? It's a joke. It's a serious question with a joking undertone, or a joking question with serious undertones. I think that's the right way, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, kind of like, he's still gonna do it. That's what I remember. I put "is he" at the end of that because I'm like, I think he's still gonna do it, but I'm not entirely sure. That's why I put it like, I don't know why people's like, oh, he just up and he's like, nah, bro. I just like asking. It's like he's still gonna do it, right? That's basically what it is. And it's like,
here's the next question I have for you.
National media took that and ran with it.
Am I allowed to share your tweet?
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care.
All right, good. I'm glad that you said that because you know what? In my honest opinion,
that I left it up for one reason. I said I'm leaving that as a lesson for kids out there who have people who transfer in the middle of it. They're not all bad, I'm sure, but I'm sure some people have up and left another person in a group project in the middle of the semester to transfer out when their season's over, and they're like, "What's going on?"
I'm gonna crop out your name. I'll do that like that right there. If he wants to get mad because of something,
which one was your comment? I hit some, so I don't know which one it is. I would follow you in an instant if I knew which comment yours was, but you had to DM me for that. I don't know.
So Ace was just replying to this tweet by John Rothstein right here.
I don't even know who that guy is. I saw somebody quote tweet. I'm like, wait, ain't that the same dude?
Sultan Miguel has entered or is committed to Maryland. He entered the transfer portal, committed to Maryland. Ace just simply asked a simple question. So he's not going to help finish this group project for tomorrow, is he?
That's not even a properly worded question. That's the funniest part. Like, I was just half typing that. And I'm dead serious. I was like, when you put that on Twitter, it's like, I don't mean this at all.
Like, it wasn't a throw shade of disrespect. I mean, it's like, dude, this is the reality of the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're all looking at it like, you know, okay, he's going to a different place and stuff.
I didn't delete no comment, Drunk. But I did not delete any comment. I swear to God. I don't even think it's like, I swear I did not delete your comment.
Drunk, if we're being honest, Drunk, I had no knowledge of this. So in his defense, I screenshotted this and kept it for myself. Whatever is going on between you and Ace is between you and Ace. So I don't know. But, I mean, look, dude, honestly, if he wants to get mad at you for voicing your opinion about something, dude, screw him. I'm sorry, screw him. Let him be
I
mad.
get. I'm gonna say this way. I don't want to be like a total douche or anything, right? Like I get where he's coming from on it's gonna impact him, but also it's like I can't control what other people say. Like if I delete it, it's not gonna do anything. It's literally on Instagram right now. I can't do nothing about that.
It's literally screenshotted. It's forever gonna be on YouTube because of this video. It's 30 at the 30.
It's not even the YouTube part. It is literally a 16,000 post on Instagram right now. There's nothing I can do about that.
Exactly.
And it's really not even a big deal. So I don't know why people made it a big deal.
because,
I mean, I didn't.
because now what
They
it
had
is,
to make a story out of something, I guess. But we can move on now.
Ace, what it is you got to think about it. It's the fact of people are now seeing the classroom aspect of how the transfer portal is affecting other students in the academic world. So it's
I
like,
think what happened was we became the sacrificial lamb to open the can of worms for what the transfer portal underlying impacts are.
exactly. And it's also, it plays into the aspect of now you also look at, and it's the same thing happened with football. Remember all this conference realignment we've gotten.
That has a different aspect on it too.
Everybody's focused on football, but then it's like, oh my gosh, we didn't take into consideration how this affects softball. You got girls out of USC that are going to be playing Big Ten schools at Ohio State, like literally going across the country. Like we didn't consider this in other sports. We only considered this in football. We didn't stop to think for 5 minutes about other sports. Now you have student athletes like softball players and college basketball players complaining because now it's like
they can't be in class. They have to be they have to go from Washington all the way across the country. They got to go from USC across to Penn State, play a game, and they're going to miss their classes.
Exactly. So they're going to be enrolled in more online classes. Sad reality. So yeah, and then the other thing too. Speaking of the transfer portal, Cormani McClain hit the transfer portal as well.
I'll talk about that. I'll bring up Drunk's comment with Cormani McClain on it. Graduated from college, brought a project binder I did in college to a job interview, and
it's funny how this all just. You see how it's just all one big web? You see that?
Yeah, college has a lot of issues right now. Oh my god.
Dude, it's just all
right. Which one is it with Drunk? Okay, yeah, this one. He's telling transfer players to hit them up if they want to call. Wait, so Dion. So this is what Shadur and them and Shiloh telling kids to hit them up if they want to come to Colorado. Yeah, the funny part is their team just lost the biggest player in the portal right now. So I don't know why they trying to get people to come right now, but whatever.
It's funny. I have the video of it. I have the video of it right here. Here we go. Oh wait, let's run it back a little bit. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go.
Shout out my nigga Woe.
300 is all out of people.
But you got it fucked up. Fuck you, money. Oh, you just start talking. Go ahead, man. That was him. He just started talking. My bad. Go ahead.
300 people in the world. Think I care.
You don't give a fuck. That's the problem right there.
All right, see, look at that. Boom. If you don't give a fuck, then we don't give a fuck. See, boom. Just like that. No problem.
Bro, we had high hopes for you, my nigga. Hey, no, on some real shit, bro. I'm going to tell you like this, fool. Bro. On some real shit, no troll shit, fool. You 20 years old, bro. I got partners that didn't make it to 20. You don't give a fuck, nigga. Your mama give a fuck, fool. I don't know what you on. You think you bigger than the program? You think you bigger than the world? I get that. It's probably shit that did play a factor in that, nigga. I can't take that away. But for you to say you don't give a fuck now, niggas care about you, fool. You got 300 some people in here. Nigga, you letting everybody else down. But most importantly, letting your mama down. Nigga, she got on and felt some type of way about this shit going on. So you better tighten up, fool. I'm telling you.
Hey, bro.
Say what?
Yeah, because in December, your mama...
Y'all boys taking this a little too first.
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
You taking this shit a little too unserious, nigga.
Me
Niggas
saying I
don't get
don't
in your
care is not
position.
saying about my future. I'm saying about what y'all gotta say.
Oh, all this
Yeah.
bullshit. Yeah, you're not supposed to care about this. But I knew if
That's
you
what
didn't
I'm
care,
saying.
you wouldn't be. But I know you care. But listen, Monty, I know you care because you ain't talking to me.
Nah, bro, my dog just saying listen to y'all, bro.
You said they told you to listen?
I said my dog just sitting here listening to y'all, letting y'all boys chat.
Bro, you had the future in your hands, my nigga. Why would you
Still
fuck
got
that
it
up?
in his
Talk
hand.
about you every day.
Bro, y'all don't know what y'all talking about.
I see the
Bro,
attention.
hey, Money, I'm not gonna lie to you, my boy. You might think we don't, but we know, nigga. We know.
Y'all don't know, bro.
We know, bro. Like, come on, bro. You had the future in your hands.
Fuck with you, Monty. Shout out my nigga Whoa.
So, all that I'm gonna
Damn,
say
bro.
is
I feel bad for that one. I feel that one.
every time Carmelo touched the field, he made an impact. Dion did. Wait, bring that back.
Yo.
Bring that. No, before I read this, Dion did what I did in most relationships and over cared about a person's well-being. Now bring
feel
up
that
the
one,
next
bro.
Bring up the next one from AP.
Bruh,
Colorado
no.
school banned them from attending games because that fan base wasn't white. He's right. He's absolutely.
I know. That's why I'm laughing. I'm like,
You want to know what it is? You want to know what it is? That what you saw are the bandwagon fans that followed
I ain't saying about that,
and Travis Hunter from
it's the Jackson State, yeah.
to Colorado. That's what that is. The sour.
Well, no, there might be like real actual fans for Colorado, but it's like, nah, that group right there that was jumping Cormani like that, yeah, that probably was the Jackson State group.
Colorado. He's absolutely right. He's absolutely right, dude. Honestly, it's crazy because first of all, if it's me,
we hit all the hard issues tonight. You know that? Before you get onto that, we hitting some real hard issues right now.
I told you we were gonna take a dive into the deep end. I told
we're going into the dark end, bro. We got to take care of all the dirt. Nobody else is gonna talk about it.
For me, I wouldn't even be sitting there listening to this. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to a bunch of grown men. One's name is Coach K or Coach Clay. Like, I'm not gonna sit.
The host name is T9.
Exactly. That and his profile picture is Shador. I'm not gonna sit here and listen to a bunch of grown men just go off and talk about how I disappointed my mama, how I let everybody know how I'm ruining my own future. If anything, I'm probably leaving to go to a better destination.
Mm-hmm. And his, I think, options are USC and USF. So that's California and Florida. Way better places than Denver, Colorado. Boulder, sorry. Colorado in general, whatever. There's not like many big cities in Colorado.
He can go to USC, get with Lincoln Riley, be good. He can go with Alex Golesh at USF, still have a good career. He can go to Tallahassee, join Mike Norvell, have a good time. Go down there with Paulo Cristobal, still ball out as the number one defensive back in the country and everything. For start right away and stuff too. You think he didn't learn anything from Dion? He's still going to take some stuff with him. Bro said he had the future in his hands, bro. Y'all want.
And they were all in the first 2 months of the season, first 6 weeks in the season. Like, come on now.
And the funny thing was, we were after the first game against TCU, knowing TCU was so depleted, lost so much talent from its team. Everybody was like, "Oh, when you watch out for Colorado, this might be a playoff team. Shador need to do this. Oh, Travis Hunter, if he makes this play and this play, the Heisman's at his house already." No. I'm sorry, no.
I'm sorry, I can't support that kind of stuff. Like, you jumping a 20-year-old kid, bro ain't even allowed to drink yet. He still got to figure out his stuff. That's just wrong.
And the fact that they have the nerve to say he let down his mother. You don't know.
Yeah, like, why are you bringing that mama in? Why are you bringing his mama into it? Like, what? Exactly. What needs that? Like, come on now.
If anything, his mother might be the reason he's leaving. Maybe he's coming back this way down to Florida to be closer to his family. Like, Crabs won't pinch you as long as you're in the same bucket as them. When you try to crawl, bring that. Oh yeah, no, that's facts, dude. That's facts. And so I'm just like, it's so funny to me. It's like a bunch of dudes that are yelling and couch potatoes that have never accomplished a damn thing in their lives, or shaming a 20-year-old kid. I just find it to be so stupid.
Yeah.
Who the hell?
Like, exactly. Like, what the hell? I was like, come on now, that's just wrong on all the levels. It's a college, like I said, college football got some major issues.
And it's a major sore eye.
College sports in general has a major issue right now.
Oh, dude, it's so sad, man. It's sad.
Drunk. I mean, you're not wrong. But it's like, why? What? It's like,
oh no, I mean, I hate to put it like that, but I mean, he is actually right. He is.
Yeah. It's just like, it's kind of, it's still like a grimace kind of look though.
It is. It's a very sore look for Dion, because like, and even you had Isaiah Bolden retweet that, and who played for Dion at Jackson State and is now playing with the New England Patriots. It even said like, this is something that Coach Prime does not like to see. This is a very bad look coming from fans.
I mean, this part's also a thing, but also it's like, if they're gonna be slandering your name, you kind of gotta go and get them.
I'm like drunk. I wouldn't have been there to begin with, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, let them say whatever they want to say. I mean, heck, you know, when people talk crap, people are going to talk crap about you regardless. College fan base as a whole is an accident waiting to happen because it's grown men treating kids like adults. Oh, no, it's true, dude.
That's true, but then also they have those same kids going to fight their wars, so.
All I know is if I'm Cormani,
they always be messing that up. I don't know what they be on.
If I'm Cormani, I'm gone, dude. I'm getting out of Colorado. I'm probably most likely
getting out of the Big 12 to begin with.
Now he could be petty. He could be petty and go UCF and go to Oklahoma State, and then really try to like stick it to Colorado.
Stick it to them. Hey, that's actually not a bad idea.
That's what
that'd be petty. I'd look at it, but I sort of would have won KJ Jefferson as my starting quarterback either. So yeah, I don't know about UCF.
I mean, hey, you know, I mean, there's like I said, there's also Oklahoma State. There's also, but I mean, he could go to the SEC, could go to the ACC, could go to the the American,
Big Ten.
He's gonna do, yeah. Hey, he could do whatever he's gonna do. I think, yeah, he needs to get out. But yeah, man, that's pitiful, and that's sickening to see. He's talking to Kamar like he wasn't a 5-star. Anytime calling,
he could have won anywhere. He did, yeah. He kind of helped Dion out.
Yeah, no, he did.
He gotta win anywhere, and he won with Dion. And then you guys saying like he let him down. Like, nah, bro, man, gotta do what he gotta do. That's what I don't blame kids for wanting to transfer out. It's just the whole circumstances around the transferring now is just what's the issue? Because you got to do what you got to do. So nobody judges you for that. There's just people going to take it as like, what the hell kind of thing. And then also it's like, you got to know how to behave too. You can't be treating 20-year-olds who trying to do for them what they got to do like what you did, bringing up the man mama. Like, come on now.
Thank you. Ace, you hit the nail right on the coffin. And then, you know, the other thing, because we got to talk about this too, I guess we could use this as a jumping point for the NFL for tonight. Dion mentioning, I only want my kids and Travis Hunter to play for the Dallas Cowboys, the Atlanta Falcons, the Washington Commanders, the Ravens, or the Philadelphia Eagles, or the 49ers.
Mm-hmm. I think most of those teams that he played for, and then like the Eagles are just like there.
5 out of the 6 are teams that he played for. The Eagles just have a very good front office that knows how to draft well. So I'm like, okay, so basically all the teams that you played for is who you want your sons and Travis Hunter to play for.
But Dion needs to shut up sometime though. He keep running his mouth. Sometimes I'm like, maybe it was a good thing USF didn't sign him or hire him because like that, as AP said, there's a way too much hoopla on that team.
Dude, AP, I'm glad you said this. I'm glad you Ace, bring up the schedule. Bring
All
up
right,
the
give me
schedule,
a second.
and I want you to share it. Now, with that being said, this is why I look at it and I'm like, you know what? It wouldn't the same way Florida State got left out of the playoff this year. When this playoff expands, it wouldn't surprise me if Colorado got left out. 12, and they end up being number 13 at the end, just missing out, and that throws him into an outrage. And it's stuff like this. This is why he got humbled this past season, knowing he was behind and didn't have the numbers or the horses. This is why he couldn't win the big one at Jackson State, regardless of what varying opinions want to say, and regardless of how sensitive certain folks may get about that. It's reasons like this why he couldn't win the big one there. It's reasons like this why he won't make the playoff, probably. And if he does, it won't be a long stay. I don't trust. I don't trust this Colorado team to take a trip to Tuscaloosa or Baton Rouge or Tallahassee and win. Okay, so that first game against North Dakota State, that's no shoe-in. They might not even win that. But I'll give it to him for the time being. That's one. Against Nebraska, the second game.
Their over-under win total for this season is 4.5. That's a bad odds, bro. Oh my god. Like, that's not bad odds, but like, woo, dang.
They got to go to Colorado State. That's a tough one. You know what? For the sake of being nice, I'm going to give them the first three. I say they win.
They're losing to Baylor and UCF and probably Kansas State.
That's three. They're losing. I don't think they beat Cincinnati.
It's Scott Frost. Scott Frost will always be losing.
You know what?
They probably lose to Cincinnati, maybe.
That's four. They'll lose to Utah.
Yep. Kansas football is good. I think they lose to Kansas and Oklahoma State too.
So that's what. Wait. So we counted what I said. We said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 losses. 7 losses.
And honestly, that trip to Lubbock against the Red Raiders, that's no guarantee. Texas
That
Tech,
defense couldn't tackle for squat.
Texas Tech's pretty dangerous, dude. Quite frankly, he could. It might get a little bit.
It's not. I think they could possibly beat. Let's see. I think they could give Utah and Baylor some trouble. I won't say it's like impossible. They might beat UCF. I don't think they're beating Kansas State, Kansas, or Oklahoma State.
Honestly, dude, I'm gonna be real with you. From just looking at what I saw last year from UCF, what they physically did to Oklahoma State in front of the entire country, it wouldn't shock me if Gus Malzahn had them come out motivated for Colorado. And
Also the thing too, Dion might run his mouth for any one of these games and piss off a coach and another team who would then go and curb stomp him like he did at work.
Dude, yeah, no, literally. Somebody's gonna be licking their chops. You think that Scott Frost? Well, not Scott Frost. He's gone. Oh my gosh, what's the coach at Nebraska now?
Matt Rule?
Yeah, Matt Rule. You think Matt Rule ain't thinking about playing against Dion, Gus Malzahn? You know, like, I met him and took a picture with him. Golly.
Jimbo? No.
Not Jimbo. Coach at Oklahoma State. I was about to say Art Briles. Let me stop.
Burna.
I almost said Art Briles. Yeah, you think Oklahoma State ain't thinking about playing Colorado? Like, and it's at the end of the season. You never know. Oklahoma State might be in a position to host the Big Ten or play in the Big 12 championship, which means definitely no mercy. Sometimes when I got nothing to watch, I turn on that.
Mike Gundy.
Oh yeah, Mike Gundy. You think Mike Gundy ain't thinking about beating Dion? Like, you think Norvell or Jay Norvell at Colorado State forgot about what happened last year?
But Dan Lanning's so real for that, though.
There's a legitimate hate on Dan Lanning last year for using Dion's brash comments as motivation, and then Lanning just humiliated. Yeah, dude, honestly, and you look at it, Dan Lanning worked under Kirby Smart. Dan Lanning is coming from that Kirby Smart coaching tree. You see the difference in where Oregon is and where Colorado is with all this.
And Oregon's got what 4 quarterbacks in their roster right now who could start. Oregon's still gonna be there again next year.
Yeah, luckily for
They're
Colorado,
gonna be in the
they
Big Ten though.
Colorado's lucky. They don't got to see Oregon.
Mm-hmm.
All
And that
right.
Big 12, I mean, the Big 12, no joke either. So,
All right, let's talk about this NFL, and then let's get up out of here.
yep.
All right, folks, we got about 5 minutes if you're watching on Instagram. So enjoy the last 5 minutes and then start to transition on over to YouTube or, mainly YouTube
X.
or Facebook or X or Twitter.
62 of y'all on X if you want to head over to YouTube and hop in the comments. I don't know if X comments even work because
No,
we
comments
haven't had an X comment in a while.
Comments on X work. I'm sure they do.
Yeah, I think they do. Last I checked, they were. Sometimes you never know.
But despite all this being said, and of course the Dion with his kids thing is supposed to be a jumping point for the NFL, but the NFL draft is next week, which is crazy. It came up so fast.
Oh, speaking of which, y'all will find me on the No Disrespect But podcast with Trey next Tuesday. I'll be on that doing a mock draft with him.
Okay.
So that'll be a little interesting to do.
Okay.
Or I don't know if we're recording it. I don't know if it's live. I don't know how he works it. But, just saying. Y'all find me there. All right, talk about the draft.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, man. I can't wait to see how this goes. I think Chicago, I think they're going to take Caleb. It's not going to help them much. I think they're still going to be screwed. Somebody mentioned, a lot of starters from this season may lose their positions. I'm curious to see what Minnesota does. I'm curious to see what Denver does with their quarterback situations. I feel like JJ McCarthy is destined to go to either one of those destinations, honestly.
Or the Giants.
Yeah.
He'd be a Giants quarterback.
He's no shoe-in.
Daniel Jones looked like he was on Percocets on that interview. You saw that press conference of him with the eyes that were like really big?
No.
Yeah, bro was like, whoa.
I'm glad I'm glad I mentioned Minnesota. It wouldn't surprise me if Jaden Daniels traded in his purple and gold for another purple and gold.
Well, if that is the case, then Minnesota's gonna have to be doing a blockbuster deal on draft night.
Wouldn't surprise me. It just would not.
They might do. I wouldn't shock me if they do it at 3 if Drake May goes 2.
I'm trying to figure out who is Drake May mock to go to.
I think New England at 3. But if Drake May does go, well, what about Ian Book, bro? I thought that's Sean Payton's guy. Traded up in the 4th round to take that man. Come on now.
Man, look.
Pain.
That's pitiful.
This world shall know pain, bro. Nah, we ain't getting into that.
That's pitiful.
No, but in all seriousness, if Drake May does go to Washington, which you never know, that might happen. I think he should go to Washington because I'm going to be taking him to in that mock draft next week.
Mm-hmm.
I could easily see somebody giving New England. New England loves to trade out. They like to trade down a lot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me. Minnesota gives them those 2 first-round picks, a couple seconds. They're right up there to go get Drake, Jaden Daniels, keep Justin Jefferson happy. That is your number 1 priority right now.
Yeah.
Because if you can't lose him next year for nothing.
That's crazy. The Bears have 2 picks in the top 10, and they might miss on both of them.
Or they could hit on both. You never know. I'm being optimistic. You're probably going to miss.
Caleb, I don't believe in him. Someone said he's as straight as a circle. That's what one scout said.
It's not even that. I really don't care about that part of it. It's he just reminds me of Jameis and that decision making. Not in a good way.
Well, I agree with you. I agree. That's why I think he's going to flop. My thing, who would they take at the 2nd pick at 9?
That last sentence, though.
Daniels to the Commanders, Schefter all but guaranteed it, which has Shelter spoiling a major move.
One that Schefter spoiling a major move ever backfired on him.
Daniel. Ooh, I would like that though. I would like that.
I don't want him in Washington because that FedEx feels so bad and I get RG3 flashbacks.
Honest, yeah, that part. But it's also like, that makes me wonder about. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting names tonight.
And that team is just like top down. They still have top down issues. It's still a dumpster fire organization.
I'm still forgetting his name. What's his name?
Ooh,
Eric Bieniemy. I'm wondering, like,
he's not even there, is he?
He's not. But why wasn't he selected?
They gave it to Cliff Kingsbury, so you never know. They might be looking at Jaden because he's like Kyler, I guess.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Commanders have 6 top 100 picks, and they might miss on all of them.
they might.
But then again, they probably will hit on half. That's generally what the rate is, like 50 to 40%. So they'll probably get 3 really good players and 3 mids. Well, 2 mids, 1 bust, probably, most likely.
I need to know what them Saints going to do at number 14, man.
It better be Fashanu or Fontenue. One of the 2 Fs, I don't care. As long as it's not a tight end. Bro, if they take Brock Bowers at 14, they're going to be so unserious. Oh, my God.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad.
See, yeah, tackle. Wait, hold on. Yeah, pretty much.
It's crazy how
Yeah, tackle as AP said, tackle. Bro, I swear to God, if they take Brock Bowers at 14, they're so unserious. Oh my God. That means they're trying to go all in with Derek Carr. Like, what are you doing at that point? Derek Carr can't even throw the ball 40 yards or hit a proper crossing route, but you think he's going to find the tight end? He was afraid to throw it into the middle of the field last season. Come on now.
I mean, I'm like drunk. That is a full-blown steal. Like, but I mean,
And just 2. Like, come on now.
is Philadelphia in the first round pick?
Brock Bowers at 14 probably is a full-blown steal, but there's this problem right here. Like, I'm sure Kubiak's a great coordinator. He would probably do a good job. But the problem is there's Derek Carr, who's a check down king. That doesn't matter. The minute he hits that back foot, he's checking it down. And when he does throw it halfway deep, he throws a hospital ball and gets your wide receivers hurt. So,
with any luck, honestly, Brock Bowers may just slip to 22 and go to Philadelphia like all the Georgia players.
no, that's not happening.
Are we sure?
Now, you know what would be funny, though? If Kansas City just says, screw it, and trades the next 2 first-round picks to go into the top 10 and take Brock Bowers.
That would even be fair. That would
It would not shock me if they do that, though, because, like, with the whole Rashee Rice nonsense, like, Kelsey's getting up there in age. I wouldn't be shocked if he retired in the next 2 years.
Man, you know what?
Walk in Mahomes and Bowers, oh, boy. That being said, though, I wouldn't shock me if Chicago takes him at 14, at 9. Or not 9, not Chicago. Who's that team? The Jets.
You know who I could see
But the Jets need offensive help.
Quietly speaking, the Chargers.
Chargers should go Neighbors.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they have no wide receivers.
I feel like the only there's only 2 locks in the top 5 right now. I feel like it's Caleb at 1 and Marvin Harrison Jr. at 4 to the Cardinals.
I would like that. I kind of want to see him go to like Indianapolis though too.
This makes sense though. I could see this happening too because
Bowers after trading.
Chargers could use some picks. You get Herbert, your number 1 guy. Somebody trades out for a quarterback, probably JJ McCarthy. I could see this being a spot where Minnesota trades out for JJ. Yeah, I forgot. Greg Roman did love tight ends. That's what Lamar was spamming Mark Andrews for.
And the wild part about it is you always got to expect that one player that you thought was going to be a first-round pick to just slip.
Yeah, I mean, they had JOK, the linebacker that Cleveland took in the 2nd round. He should have been a first-round pick. He's really good. You had Brian Branch. Yeah. Laporta probably shouldn't have won first round, but Laporta, That's what I say. Like when I look up Bowers, right? Like most first round tight ends, like they don't generally live up to that draft capital that goes for it. Second round tight ends generally are pretty good. So
No, I agree.
when Harbaugh started propagandaing him like crazy so they could get somebody to trade up and take him. Pretty much.
Honestly, I've seen more and more videos pop up of his ability to throw on the run lately.
Which he shouldn't. Like I know what like white corner thing is a joke, but like he's still pretty good though. I just can't. He's that white corner from Iowa.
Oh yeah. Honestly, look, I
Bro
just
got crazy measurables. His RAS score was like what 9.99, I think AP. I don't remember exactly, but he was killing it in the measurables, and he had good tape. It's just like I don't think like just because he's white, like him falling, I don't see it happening. Teams need corners all the time.
I don't even care. Like I don't care what round that kid goes in. I just want to see where he goes.
I just don't think he should be on the Saints. That's all I'm saying, Drunk.
Y'all funny, man.
Let him go somewhere else. Let him not be stuck with Derek Carr and Dennis Allen, please. Let him be successful elsewhere. I still find it funny when those LSU guys were saying they didn't want to go to the Saints.
That's funny. Oh man. Well, Cowboys.
Well, there's this too, I guess.
I think,
but he's still a good cover corner though.
I mean, honestly,
I guess they're trying to put him as Harrison Smith. I guess.
Harrison Smith, Andrew Sendejo, John Lynch. I mean, the list goes on and on. He could be that next.
Oh, by the way, some news that broke right before we came on the air. I was supposed to say, J.K. Dobbins to the Chargers. So I assume he'll be getting first crack at the starting job.
I like it. Also, Cowboys Vice President Stephen Jones says the team has to max out their salary cap. Currently, the Cowboys sit there with $7.4 million in salary cap space and have yet to fill vacancies.
Cowboys are waiting for after the draft, I think.
Dude,
by the time Bowers develops, Derek Carr and Dennis Allen will be cremated. Okay, Cam Duncan. That's hilarious.
Too. I can see that too. Yeah, dude, honestly, I'm not expecting the Cowboys to win the NFC East this year.
It'll be Philadelphia's to lose.
It will be, definitely. It's literally Philadelphia and then like who else?
I think McCarthy's canned anyway after the end of this year, and Dak's gonna be gone.
Dude, yeah.
They might as well just start running the tapes for The Last Dance because this is gonna end up worse than it does. So I don't know.
Dude, honestly, and it's funny because we're gonna get to a point, and I know it's gonna happen after the draft is over. We're gonna get to a point in training camp where everybody's gonna be like, you know what? I think this is the year the Dallas Cowboys go to the Super Bowl. We're gonna get to that point.
You mentioned this, but so you guys know CeeDee Lamb hasn't signed the contract, right? Would not shock me because this draft is pretty deep too. Wouldn't shock me if since Jerry's keeping those pockets clean, he might not want to pay CD and trade CD for a first round pick, AJ Brown style. Next Thursday night.
He'd be foolish to do that. And the thing is like,
that's my point. Like he'll try to be like the Titans, cut money, and he's going to be so stupid when it goes wrong.
He'd be fool, and it's wild to me because it's like you forcibly gave CeeDee Lamb 88, knowing CeeDee Lamb didn't want 88.
He wanted 10, pretty sure.
He wanted like whatever number he wore at Oklahoma, but I think he wanted like 12. He didn't want 88. Like, why are you forcing this?
Cowboys. I know what Jerry been on. What Jerry been tweaking.
Marquise Bell's the lone bright spot on that team, man.
Lone bright spot for real. Because you lost Pollard, you lost Tyron Smith. Leighton Vander Esch retired. Trayvon Diggs coming off a torn ACL.
Yeah.
Dak's not going to be happy because he didn't get a contract. And they're not looking to re-sign him, it looks like. You already lost Dalton Schultz last year. Micah Parsons might get traded for all we know.
It's a mess.
I don't know what's going on with the Cowboys are a disaster right now.
Dude, it's a mess. And I just want to see the Bucs beat the Cowboys this year in Dallas. I just want to see that. That's all I care about. The other thing too, on the other side of Texas in Houston, D'Amico Ryan says talking won't win games. He's actually going to try to put the plan in action. As we know, the Texans currently hold the 23rd pick in the draft. They will be looking to build upon their success. As you know, Stephon Diggs.
No, I don't think they have the 23rd pick, do they? I thought they traded that to Minnesota.
Oh, did they? They're right here because looking at it, well, this is from like right when the season ended. It said right here.
Yeah, I think they traded that pick to Minnesota.
Okay.
Mike Zimmer's gonna run a traditional base offense or base defense or some crap like that, and is gonna wreck their defense. It's gonna be a mess.
Like I said, yeah, I don't care as long as Marquise Bell balls out, I'm happy.
But my thing is, that's what I'm saying. Like, Mike Zimmer is the type of guy he would be stuck in his old ways, kind of, and just be like, "All right, guys, we're running traditional linebackers. You safety hybrids aren't getting on the field. Blah 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 blah." So,
this guy's gonna blow up in his face. It's gonna blow up in his face.
yeah.
Also, the other thing too is O.J. Simpson passed away at 76. Actually, that man died of cancer. Let me stop. One, two things.
Ain't that
That's true.
that last part?
The Texans, they need to build something that can stop the Chiefs. Stephon
I
Diggs.
think defensively, they're building it already with Will Anderson and that front four they got.
They are.
It's can Stephon Diggs put down the phone for 10 minutes?
He needs to. He needs to. And if he did,
they called Michael Thomas a diva and all that, but like Stephon Diggs has been way worse on social media. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Stephon Diggs is a diva. I've known this. There's the diva wide receivers. If you've noticed, outside of Odell, who blind squirrel that found a nut with the Rams a couple years ago, don't have rings. They don't. But
all right, what else we have?
yeah,
Devontae Smith got paid. Good for him.
Like I said,
That was
man,
a nice contract. I was surprised he only got 3 years though. I found that interesting. I was surprised he didn't get 5.
They got
or
other
4 at least.
too.
Yeah, their contract situation is going to get messy when they have to pay those defensive rookies
Mm-hmm.
or young players on their rookie deals.
Like I said, dude, just enjoy it while it lasts. But yeah,
I mean, they're paying Saquon $14 million right now.
Something like that. I know Saquon's daughter was like, "We're going to a winner."
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That's messed up, man. Even the kids know. But yeah, besides that, O.J. Simpson passes away at 76. We got one last touchdown.
Oh, dang. 76ers came up and are up on the Heat right now, 79-78. 8 minutes left in the game.
It's actually funny. You know, I think we can kind of give our last little impressions of O.J. Simpson. The funniest thing that I've seen on social media thus far was he's like, I never met Bruce, but I guess, they say women live longer than men. So good on him.
Now, the best one is the Shrek 2 reference to him with the white Bronco speeding down the forest going east.
Oh my gosh, that was so fun. Oh my gosh.
And the best was they announced just after he died or whatever, it's like he had a closed door meeting with his family or whatever, and they couldn't have their phones or anything like that. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. That was hilarious.
Good God. I guess we had to end this episode with one last little touchdown. If I had some orange juice right now, I'd go grab it out my refrigerator. I would kind of show it off.
I guess we got to talk about it for 2 seconds. Shout out Caitlin Clark getting drafted to the Indiana Fever and selling out all her jerseys within 2 hours. That was crazy.
The next
and Cardosa and Angel Reese teaming up in Chicago is going to be fun. Chicago-Indiana rivalry, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark rivalry shall continue. Hopefully, though, the media doesn't portray Angel Reese as a villain anymore. That was kind of annoying to deal with. So,
of course, dude. Yeah, you know, that's what they do.
Oh, yeah, that was just bad from that guy. That guy was so. I hope he got fired. Hate wishing bad on anybody, but yeah, I hope he got fired for that. You didn't see that one, right?
No, I didn't see that. I know she was on Saturday Night Live.
No, she had a press conference or whatever the other day or today, or I don't remember exactly. And this dude was trying to hit on her or whatever as a reporter. And I was like, what the hell? That's just creepy. So hopefully he got fired. I don't know, but women's basketball is on the rise. So hopefully they can start making a profit and be good and expand. Also, I feel bad for the Pelicans. Zion hamstring out 2 weeks. Hopefully they beat the Kings and they could give OKC some trouble at least. It kind of suck if it's like you go 3 years making the like playoffs or play in and you don't have either Brandon Ingram or Zion in any of those games. That's rough on them. But hey, the Magic made the playoffs. I'm not upset on that.
Yeah, no, I was impressed by that, dude. I was impressed.
You want to go to game 4? It's the 28th?
April 20?
Yeah, April 28th is game 4. No. Yeah. April 20th is game 4.
How much money is that?
I have no idea. Hopefully not expensive. It's like $30 for a Cavs home game. So hopefully the Magic aren't overpriced.
I feel like it's gonna be expensive because it's in Orlando.
Yeah. Bro, Benson got to sell both of those teams, bro. Since she owns them, bro, like nothing's good's happened to either franchise. Since Tom died. Anyways, with that being said, let's wrap it up.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for us this evening. We hope you've enjoyed watching as much as we've enjoyed bringing this to you. I hope you've enjoyed everything from talking about the transfer portal and the nitty-gritty things that surround the transfer portal this evening. Hopefully Ace is not affected anymore by the transfer portal himself. He's a first-class witness to the transfer portal now. And as well, too,
I'm not even that big of a deal, so I really don't care. But like, just for the people who are like severely impacted, hope y'all see what happened and figure it out, and hopefully it's not that bad.
True. Also, too, congrats once again to head coach Patrick Crary, who is Patrick Curry II, who is now the head coach at Florida A&M for men's basketball. Yeah, and as well, too, make sure you join us again next week. We got a lot of fun stuff for y'all planned out. So that's
shout out AP and Drunk for the comments. Great
shout
as
out
always.
all 68 of you guys that watched tonight.
Yeah, six of y'all on X, 2 of y'all on YouTube. Shout out y'all. Y'all's some goats.
Definitely.
Just make sure you hit that subscribe so we can keep on doing it.
Definitely. And with that being said, folks, as you know, stay safe, stay blessed. We will see you next week. Deuces.